All right, I'm late. There's a lot going on right now. Let me share the stream and I'll be right with you guys. Um, yeah, give me 1 minute. So much going on right now. You put him down good too. What do you catch him with? We're at co-main already. Joy Spencer versus Jose Ramos or Jesus Ramos. Um, I'm running late. These are two undefeated prospects looking to move up in the world of boxing. Joy Spencer just got put down with a left hook. I never really thought Joey Spencer was all that good anyway, but this is when you're 22 years old, you're gonna be fighting against the best. This is rare. This is actually rare for two highly regarded prospects to be fighting one another since they're both undefeated. Um, but yeah, this is rare. Joey Spencer already got put down. Ramos is good. I've watched him before. Good power and good. He's actually pretty long. And good timing right there, as showed before when he put down Spencer in the first round. So I don't think this is going to go too much longer. So I'll keep an eye on it while I share the stream. Ooh, good jab by Jesus Ramos. Okay. Stream is on. Ramos is just beating the crap out of Spencer right now. This is not a very good strategy for Joey Spencer. Fighting on the inside with Jesus Ramos right now. And keeping his back on the ropes. You got to get off them ropes. Ooh, good straight right hand. Or straight left hand by Jesus Ramos. Another straight left hand by Jesus Ramos. Going back and forth right now. Spencer got to start moving his feet a little bit more. He needs to start creating some angles. Man, Ramos just teeing off with that left hand right now. I think the height difference is making a big impact on this fight. Joey's so small and got them short little arms that you don't have to just walk close to get close to him, and he's just gonna keep getting hit with combinations as he comes in. Again, Joey Spencer, not one of my favorite prospects in the world. Because he's, again, as for the reasons I stated, he is kind of short. Not a very good boxer per se. He's more of a action fighter. Doesn't move his head a lot, so that, and as we can see right now, Jesus Ramos is taking advantage of that. And just being a natural bigger guy, I think has the full advantage in this fight. You have to switch up the game plan a little bit because whatever Joey Spencer is doing right now, it's not working. almost done. The uppercuts by Jesus Ramos. So this shouldn't be going too much longer. So I think everybody's focused on the main event. I don't think this should have been the co-main. I think our last fight really should have been the co-main between Chris Colbert and Jose Val. I think what is his name? Jose Valenzuela, I think. That was a great fight. Valenzuela got robbed a little bit. It was a unanimous decision, but that was a great fight. It was back and forth, a lot of action. Don't necessarily think this fight was deserving of a co-main. I just feel like Ramos he's just so much he's just a little bit better than Joey Spencer in my opinion. And it's showing right now as he has Spencer on the ropes and he's unloading on Spencer right now. It's like he's like ducking in, and it's like leaving his head right there to get hit with uppercuts. And this is tiring for Spencer too, because he's basically fighting at Ramos's pace right now. There's really nothing else he can do. He's not using a jab. He's just walking straight forward. No head movement, no feet movement. Just walking straight in, just getting unloaded on. Like right there, a good combination by Jesus Ramos. Almost done. All right, finally done. All right, so David Benavidez, Caleb Plant tonight. A match in bad blood. These two fighters have a clear dislike for one another. This is a big fight in the world of boxing, a fight I've been looking forward to, and this is honestly the best opponent David Benavidez has faced in his career, if I do say so myself. Caleb Plant, obviously a very good fighter. Caleb Plant coming off a knockout win over Anthony Durrell, in which he clobbered Durrell with a nice left hook and sent him flying to the canvas. I think for Benavidez, I think he just got through beating up David Lemieux a few months ago. I think I did a stream on that, in which he beat David Lemieux down. So this will be a pretty interesting fight. I have David Benavidez winning just because he's so big, so powerful, and I think he'll be able to walk down Caleb Plant. One thing I will say is that this ring is what? It's a pretty big ring. It's like 22 feet or something like that. I don't know. It's like a 22-foot ring, and it's like, so Benavidez is probably going to be chasing Caleb Plant all night. So I don't think Caleb Plant has the power to deal with Benavidez and keep him up off him, but you never know. Caleb Plant has ways of shocking people. But either way, it should be a pretty good fight. I don't know where they go from here. If whoever wins this fight, they both are looking for a fight with Canelo or in Caleb Plant's situation. He's looking for a rematch with Canelo Alvarez. David Benavidez has always been looking for Canelo Alvarez, so maybe that gets Canelo Alvarez's attention after he's done with John Ryder. But overall, David Benavidez, he doesn't have an easy challenge. He doesn't have an easy fight ahead of him. Um, so we'll see what he can do. As right now, Joey Spencer and Jesus Ramos are going at it right now. Basically, it's been a phone booth fight for these two fighters. I have Ramos winning just because he's, timing Joey Spencer. He's landed the more impactful shots. But Spencer's making it a fight right now. As he gets clipped with a right hook and another right hook and another right hook. So they're in a phone booth right now. I'd like to see Spencer dig to the body a little bit more. Slow down, Ramos. Because he's just going to keep getting unloaded on like this. As a three-punch combination lands for Ramos. And then a good counter shot by Joey Spencer. Stun Ramos right there. But Ramos has Spencer backed up on the ropes. Body shots. Body head. Good right hook. Good jab to the body by Jesus Ramos. Ramos is looking for that angle right now. And Spencer's tough. I'll give him that. He's taking a lot of punishment so far. Still on them ropes. You got it. There you go. Pivoted off the ropes. Back to the middle of the ring they go. Back in the phone booth. Like Spencer's footwork right now is just... You can tell who has the better footwork between these two. It seems like Spencer is doing a lot of lunging in. As this is the end of the third round, if I'm not mistaken. But he's doing a lot of lunging in, and that's creating problems for Joey Spencer. He's getting countered a lot. A beautiful three-punch combination on the ropes by Jesus Ramos. Again, you can see who's the better prospect in the ring right now. Who's the more seasoned prospect right now. And Jesus Ramos is pretty forgotten about in that welterweight division or junior welterweight division. I think he can do both. I think he can be a welterweight or a junior welterweight. But, we hear about Jerron Ennis. We hear about Virgil Ortiz. Jesus Ramos is up there with some of the best prospects in that division. And I'm looking forward to him, getting some big fights in the future if he gets past Joey Spencer. Or, never mind, round 3. What was I talking about? It's round number 5. And I got Ramos winning every single round so far. Spencer hasn't really done much to get Ramos up off him. He hasn't gained his respect. Ramos is pushing the action. And he's constantly keeping Joey Spencer's back to the ropes. Keeping him cornered to the ropes. And unloading, 3-4 punch combinations, both to the body and the head. So, Ramos is winning this fight in comfortable fashion. Let's see if Joey Spencer can turn things around. He's got to get his back off the ropes. So he's going to have to start using some lateral movement. And I know that's difficult because he's not a fighter that uses lateral movement like that. But Ramos, he's basically stalking Spencer right now. I'd like to see more of a jab being used by Spencer as well. Since he's not using any real head movement. He's just kind of lunging in, looking for that one shot. Like, look at Ramos is using his jab, and that's why he's finding such easy success, because he's setting up his punches while using that jab. And that's making it difficult for Joey Spencer to get in close range. Good left hand over the top by Jesus Ramos. Again, another left hand over the top by Jesus Ramos. Why? Because Joey Spencer is sitting on them ropes. There goes a right hand, a right uppercut, left uppercut to the body by Jesus Ramos. Joey Spencer, I don't know what his corner is telling. He has to get off them ropes. There's no question about it. He has to get off those ropes. Good jab by Jesus Ramos. He doubled up on it and followed up with a left hand. Another double jab. Looking for that angle. Finds a left hand that lands right on Spencer's head. And then Spencer's doing this thing where he's like keeping his hands down and not protecting his head. Both fighters now in the middle of the ring. Ramos still walking Spencer down. Got to get off them ropes, or at least keep his hands up while he's there. Nice two-punch combination by Spencer. Ooh, good right hand. Lead right hand by Jesus Ramos. Ooh, good left uppercut by Jesus Ramos. Round over. Again, Jesus Ramos dominating that round. I really don't like the game plan for Joey Spencer right now. I wouldn't be surprised if they're thinking about stopping this either, because he's taking a lot of punishment. You can just, by just looking at these two fighters, even to the untrained eye, to the casual fan, you can tell who's the more finished prospect right now. You can tell who's ready to compete for a title and who's not. It's a 22-inch ring. You can kind of box a little bit. You don't have to let him just back you down and trap you in a corner. He's gonna have to use his jab more. He's gonna have to use some type of footwork. He's gonna have to use his jab. If he's not going to do that, he's gonna at least have to show some head movement. He cannot just keep walking into power shots like this. It's round 6. There you go. Use that jab. Good body shot by Joey Spencer. Good counter shot by Joey Spencer. There you go. Mix it up. Good jab by Jesus Ramos. That jab of Ramos has been a big factor in this fight as well. Get off them ropes. Got to get off them ropes. Left hand blocked by Joey Spencer. Good combination by Jesus Ramos. Not all those punches landed, but still enough to get the attention of the judges. Good double hooks to the body. They're both going to the body right now. Vicious body shots. Both fighters in the middle of the ring. Once again, we're in the phone booth. Good body shot by Joey Spencer. Uppercuts to the body. He follows with a left to the head. Hello, Absolute. How do you say your name? Chaos Gaming. Welcome to the stream. Ooh, good body shot by Jesus Ramos. Straight left hand by Jesus Ramos in the middle of the ring. Setting up those combinations, setting up those angles. I'm loving what Ramos is doing right now. Good combination by Jesus Ramos. 3-punch combination. Takes a step back, resets. Double hooks by Joey Spencer are blocked. Fighters head to head right now. 2 hooks to the body by Joey Spencer, and I saw Ramos put them hands down a little bit. Exchanging body shots they are. 23 seconds left in the round. I got Ramos winning it right now. But it's been a better round for Joey Spencer, to say the least. Ooh, good combination to the head by Jesus Ramos. Vicious combinations by Jesus Ramos. And now he has Spencer trapped on the ropes. And now we're in the round. A lot of punishment going around for Joey Spencer. He had a better round, but I still think Ramos won it pretty easily. Yeah, I love what Ramos is doing right now. He's using that jab. Look how he's creating angles, giving Joey Spencer multiple angles to think about. And he's creating those combinations off those angles. He's not just getting close in one direction. He's not just going straight. He's using his footwork. He looks so much better in this fight than he did in his last. We're going into the 7th round, and I got it 60-54 Jesus Ramos. This is the co-main event of the evening. 2 undefeated prospects, Joey Spencer, Jesus Ramos. So far, Ramos has been dominating this fight, but Joey Spencer starting off the round strong. He has Ramos on the ropes, has a 2-punch combination, steps back, resets. Spencer got to keep him there. You got to throw those combinations. Ooh, good jab, hard jab by Jesus Ramos, but he's got his back on the ropes. Maybe he's trying to set a trap for Spencer. And now Jesus gets off the ropes and then just unloads on Joey Spencer with a 4-punch combination that ended with a straight left hand. Good jab by Jesus Ramos. That eye is really swelling up of Joey Spencer. I think it's his right eye. Combinations to the body by Jesus Ramos, followed by a combination to the head that ends with a straight left. Ooh, Ramos got shaken up right there. Good left hand by Joey Spencer. And I think that's it. And Joey Spencer has been stopped. The referee calls it a fight. And I think the corner stopped it. And Jesus Ramos still remains undefeated. I'm thinking that maybe he was taking too much punishment. That is his father, and Joey Spencer is trained by his father, and maybe he doesn't want to see his son get seriously hurt. But now Ramos has an opportunity to face some of the big dogs in that division. I think that'd be a good fight for him next too, Brian Castano. Ooh, that's a good fight for him. So many good fights in that division. I don't disagree with the stoppage. I think, he was taking a lot of punishment, and that eye does not look good at all. And Spencer not quite ready yet for the upper echelon of fighters. He needs a little bit more work. Showed a lot of heart and toughness, but his game plan was a little off from the start. He's going to need a little bit more refinement in his skills, especially with his head movement and his footwork. What's up, CKT? Just got through. Joey Spencer just got through. Getting stopped. Jesus Ramos will remain undefeated. I really want to see where Ramos goes from here, honestly. I could see him fighting a guy like Brian Castano. I don't see him fighting a guy like Tim Tszyu. I think Tszyu will be fighting Charlo next. But you got guys like a fight with Sebastian Fundora. There's so many options in that division that I can't even name them all. You got Laura still there. Maybe a guy like Tony Harrison will be next if Harrison doesn't retire. And he did stun Ramos in that round. A guy like Patrick Chisero could be a good fight for Ramos next. Yeah, a lot of options for Jesus Ramos. I think that's the big reason why they stopped it. Is he's what, 22, I think, young fighter. still has much more room to grow. Why risk serious injury in a fight that he's one clearly losing, and it's only a ten round fight, and he would have basically needed a knockout. So I agree with the stoppage. I think they need to head back to camp. Let him rest and get back to work, get back to training, work on some of the more technical parts of his skill set. Unlike our last fight, Ramos didn't leave it in the hands of the judges, so there will be no robbery. So now he's beat that top premier prospect, Jesus Ramos. Now we need to think about some A tier fighters now. I don't think he's quite ready for a title shot. I mean, maybe, but we still have to wait for Tim Tszyu, Jermell Charlo, so that's probably not happening next. So, we need to start looking at some of these upper echelon fighters. I think Erickson Lubin is still out there if he hasn't recovered already. That'd be a good fight for Ramos. I want to see him get tested by one of these fringe contenders up there. And Brian Castano would be I know I keep saying that, but Brian Castano or Sebastian Fundora, that'd be a perfect fight for him. That'd be a very entertaining fight for the fans too, because especially for Fundora's case, we've seen what Castano can do when he fights S tier fighters like a Jermell Charlo. These are all PBC fighters. But we haven't seen really what Fundora can do when he fights like a top of the line fighter like that. Erickson Lubin was good, and he gave Fundora a heck of a fight. But at the end of the day, Lubin is so much smaller than Fundora by a large margin. I think Ramos is what, like 6 feet. I think he's like 6'1" maybe. Again, everybody looks small in that division to Sebastian Fundora. But I'd like to see Fundora get tested as well, and I think that'd be a good fight between him and Ramos. I don't know who would win that fight. That's a main event type of fight right there. So I think everybody would be willing to see that. He needs to get back to work, get another bounce back fight, or maybe a couple, just to work on his skill set. So I think we are moving on. We're not quite ready for the main event, so I'm going to talk for a minute. So the world of boxing, as it stands now, is starting to heat up just a little bit. As you know, we have the big fight between Gervonta Tank Davis and Ryan Garcia coming up next month. As it still stands, is scheduled for the 22nd. That is probably the biggest fight of the year so far. Um, Ryan Garcia and Tank Davis was a fight fans have been clamoring for years. And I thought it would never get made, but here we are. We're a month away from it, and yeah, that shapes up to be a good fight between two young superstars of the sport. I got Tank winning, obviously, because he's just a little bit more skilled than Ryan Garcia. But I don't think you can just write off Garcia either. So that's probably the biggest fight of the year. I think also Devin Haney. I think it's going to be the year of the little guys. Devin Haney will also be fighting Vasyl Lomachenko. I think in May. I think either May or June, something like that. We have Noya Inoue and Stephen Fulton. Stephen Fulton, I think Noya Inoue just suffered an injury, so that fight has been pushed back, but it's still going to happen in June, I think. And so it's going to be the year of the little guys. Um, for now, obviously we're having a big contract dispute between Tyson Fury and Alexander Usyk. Um, that's a fight that's a division everybody would like to see wrapped up at this point. The heavyweight division has become very stagnant. It hasn't really been good in the last few years. It'd just be nice to get some closure on that little storybook and then reset the division in total. We're still waiting for the big fight between Terrence Crawford and Errol Spence Jr. in the welterweight division, which might not happen at all. So, you know, I'm keeping an eye on that. Canelo Alvarez will be fighting John Ryder in June in uh in his home state of Jalisco. Um, I think that's also for an undisputed title, if I'm not mistaken. What else? What else? If you know, I think Jermell Charlo will be fighting Tim Tszyu, as previously mentioned, whenever that fight is scheduled. What else? And of course, this fight tonight between David Benavidez and Caleb Plant. Again, not like a oh my god, I have to see this fight, or like it's gonna sell out in like a day or two. But it's definitely a very big fight for the world of boxing. I do like it. I do like Caleb Plant. I like David Benavidez. It's very hard not to like these two guys. Um, they want to fight everybody, and Caleb Plant's situation, he basically has fought everybody in that division, except for Demetrius Andrade and Jamal Charlo, and of course David Benavidez, which is coming up in a few minutes. But Plant, he's a very hard fighter not to like. Um, Not all that powerful, even though he knocked Darrell clean out a couple months ago. But he's more of a slick boxer, and the 22-inch ring should definitely play a role in this fight, or how it's going to be scored, how it's going to be, how the pace of the fight is going to be dictated. For David Benavidez, he's definitely a talent in the world of boxing. The strength of competition has been a little bit spotty at times. Um, his best opponent up to this point has also been Anthony Durrell, and he also knocked out Anthony Durrell in that fight. But the talent is definitely there for David Benavidez. I think he's wasting a little bit too much time chasing the same guy over and over again. I think Canelo is, it's good to chase Canelo. It's good to want that legacy fight with Canelo. But you got other guys sitting there too, like Demetrius Andrade and Jamal Charlo, who I could hear would want the winner of this fight. Um, but it's definitely an interesting case in the 168-pound division. There's another guy in there. I forget his name. Um, I think his last name ends with Morel. I think it's David Morel or something like that. He's also good, but he's a little raw, and I don't think he's ready for these types of fights yet. But Dave Benavidez, he just keeps it real with people. He wants to fight the best. The same with Caleb Plant. He wants to fight the best. And this fight proves it. They had no issue getting this fight done. Of course, there's always going to be stipulations between the two fighters. David Benavidez signed off on a 22-foot ring. I mean, that it is what it is. But I think in Benavidez's case, I think he believes he's so good that it really won't matter what Caleb Plant wants, because he feels like he's going to finish him anyway before the sixth round. In Plant's case, he just believes he's just better than Benavidez. He feels like he can outbox Benavidez, and I don't blame him. That fight with Darrell, he kind of shocked everybody with that knockout power that he had. He has good timing, so if he catches Benavidez, who knows? Maybe Benavidez goes down. But I just feel like Benavidez is just too, in my opinion, he's just too big for Caleb Plant. Um, he's going to slow down, and Benavidez is going to catch up to him, and he's going to put the power on him. So we'll definitely see, as the main event is shaping up to be a good one. Where they go from here, I don't know. Because I know Demetrius Andrade, I think he just signed a deal to the PBC. Um, but it's Demetrius Andrade, so there's a little bit, there's always issues with him getting fights, especially big fights. So yeah, let's get ready. Turn up the volume a little bit. We're ready. Everybody's excited. Nothing like a good fight to get the blood boiling, to get the heart pumping. Crowd is antsy. Crowd is ready. This is honestly exciting. Look at the tail of the tape. Um, Caleb Plant, 30 years old, compared to David Benavidez. I thought he was a little bit older. He's only 26 years old, so that was a shock to me. Um, Caleb Plant, 22 wins, one loss, obviously coming to the great Canelo Alvarez. 13 big wins by way of knockout. David Benavidez, 26 wins, 0 losses, 0 draws. 23 wins by way of knockout. They're both weighing in at once, basically at the 168-pound limit, just below it. Um, Not really a big reach advantage for David Benavidez, as I so previously thought. But it's that the strength advantage is definitely there. So we'll see. We're getting ready to start. Of course, the standard rules in a boxing fight. Um, is this for a title? I don't know. I think it's for the interim WBC title. And here comes David Benavidez. And we always start as expected. We always start with these very long walkouts. Pro Benavidez crowd here in Las Vegas, Nevada. We're here in the MGM Grand. Here comes Benavidez. That dude kind of looked like the dude on the right. He kind of looked like Stephen A. Smith a little bit. A younger Stephen A. Smith. Talent has never been in question for David Benavidez. It's always been focus. That's what I like. No long ring walks, no cringy rap music. Just get straight in the ring, get ready for a big fight. I'm ready to put the hurting on Caleb Plant. And these dudes are just classy. They're not flashier and all that. Caleb Plant, you know, drives an older car, a very nice older car. He doesn't flash a lot of money around, or he doesn't do a lot of the weird antics that some other fighters do. He's just all about boxing. That's what you can respect. Same with Benavidez. He keeps it real. He's starting to stay more focused on boxing. He hasn't been missing weight as of recently. I think he's honestly in the best shape of his life because let's just say Benavidez is taking this fight personally. We all saw the banter between these two guys, which was absolutely hilarious. I think Caleb Plant brought David Benavidez's website and made it his own and posted, "I'm going to knock you out" on the website. Just a whole bunch of disrespectful stuff. And he knew it too. His brother's there with him. And so he's confident. He's ready. Just said that, didn't I? Best shape of his career. He looked shredded in training. He was focused. I mean, this is the slimmest I've ever seen David Benavidez. Usually he's like kind of flattened with the gut and stuff. Here comes Caleb Plant. But Plant's no pushover either. He's been focused for this fight. He's probably in the best shape of his career. Next to the Canelo fight. And he has a lot to fight for as well. He wants to be considered one of the best to ever do it. He wants to be considered one of them pound for pound fighters. I can't. There's no way you can hate either one of these fighters. They're just too good, too classy. Just like people say about Errol Spence and Terrence Crawford, they keep it real. They're fighters. They're focused. They want to cement their names as some of the best boxers to ever fight in the sport. There's fights like these, which boxing needs more of, because there are so many good boxers that haven't fought each other yet. And so many fights the fans want to see, and so much money to be made. If you want to go there, we're starting to see it slowly shift into that with the fights that are being made. But we'd like to see more. We'd like to see that Terrence Crawford versus Errol Spence fight. We would like to see that Tyson Fury Alexander Usyk fight. We're already getting Ryan Garcia Tank. But tonight, it's guys like these that prove that, if two guys really want to fight, they really want to get in there, regardless of what they put in the contract or anything like that, they're going to get in the ring. They're going to fight. And here they go. It's definitely bad blood, and security got to get in the way. There's some big dudes, too. Definitely bad blood. Definitely. And that's what the sport needs, too. More bad blood between fighters. I think it's not necessarily a sold out crowd, but there's a lot of butts and seats right now. Don't know if I like the colors though for Caleb Plant. It's kind of bleh. The brown is kind of throwing me off a little bit. The shorts could have been brown. I don't know about the gloves being brown like that. Caleb Plant tried to hide it too, but his hair is thinning. Is that the WBC president? That looked like Mauricio Sulaimán. Mm-hmm. Oh man, let's go. I think they're waiting for the music to stop or something. There we go. Main event time. Oh, you can't help but smile about this. You can't help it. It's just the amount of excitement that goes into these fights. Nothing rivals boxing. Nothing rivals a good boxing fight. Because it's just the uncertainty of what can happen. You may think somebody is the favorite and then they get upset. You might think a fight can be boring and then it turns into a slugfest. Let's see about these judges though, because that. Okay, good experienced judges, unlike the Colbert Valenzuela fight, and good referee too. So Kenny Bayless, Hall of Fame referee. Oh shit! I'm gonna go to one of these fights. I'm gonna go to one of these fights. I'm gonna make it a point to get to one of these fights. It's just that they sell out so quickly and they be so expensive. The Tank fight like sold out in minutes. I looked for tickets. They sold out in minutes and they were incredibly expensive. Again, the pro Benavidez crowd, so the boos are not out of the ordinary. He's fighting out of Las Vegas, Nevada, but I think he's from Tennessee. All right. Jeez, the brown though. I can't stand the brown gloves though. You got a 3-fight knockout streak too, so I think somebody in the chat said David Benavidez hadn't had in a different chat. Somebody said that he hadn't had a knockout since 2017. I was like sitting there like, what? Didn't he just knock out David Lemieux in his last fight? I guess when they saw that, like the box rec, it said TKO and not KO, so I guess he thought that didn't count as a knockout. Weird. All right, and he's ready to rip Caleb Plant apart, and I guarantee you, Caleb Plant wants to do the same thing to Benavidez. Touch glove. Nope, no touching gloves. Here we go. This is bad blood. Nope, no glove touch. And usually the referee can make them touch gloves. They didn't touch gloves. Here we go. First super fight of the year. Caleb Plant. David Benavidez. Telling them to back up. Here we go. Round one. David Benavidez, Caleb Plant. Like to see Caleb Plant. I expect him to start with that nice jab and some footwork. Not too much of a height difference between Benavidez and Plant. Plant looking for that right hook to the body, just missed. Benavidez also has a good jab, so I want to see him use it as well. You're gonna have, for Caleb Plant, he's gonna have to earn the respect of David Benavidez early. Benavidez missing with a straight right to the body. So just a feel me out round so far. Jab to the body by Caleb Plant. Good jab too. Another good touching jab to the body. Benavidez answers with his own touching jab to the body and then misses with a straight right hand. I'm so interested in what the game plan is going to be for Plant. What's he going to want to do? He's going to want to trade with Benavidez, or he's going to want to use that 22-foot ring. Double jab by Caleb Plant. So far, he's winning this round. Tying up. It's clear Benavidez doesn't want to hold. We already know about how Kenny Bayless feels about holding. Everybody's smiling because they can feel it. Feel the tension. A lot of feints going on too. Straight right miss to the body by David Benavidez. Left hook by Caleb Plant. Again, Benavidez always starts pretty slow when he fights. Although he is starting a little bit quicker. I think Caleb Plant just landed a jab and then ducked under a left hand by David Benavidez. So Plant starting strong right so far. 32 seconds remaining in the first round of the scheduled 12. Not using as much footwork as I thought he would. Not using that for full advantage of the ring he has. Ooh, good left hook by David Benavidez. There we go. First. Good jab by Caleb Plant. All right, first round over. I think Caleb Plant took that first round. Very composed. Again, of course, just to feel me out round. He uses jab perfectly, I think. Doubled up on it at times. Not too many big shots like that. But I expected that. As for David Benavidez, this is his typical slow start. As the fight goes on, he'll probably heat up. But for right now, I got it 1-0. Caleb Plant. As we all know, David Benavidez can unload some devastating combinations. So if he gets Caleb Plant trapped on the ropes, expect some damage to be done. I would like to see David calm down just a little. There's bad blood in this fight, but you don't want to be too anxious. I like how Plant's keeping that lead hand out, trying to measure distance. Ooh, good combination by Caleb Plant. Going to the body and the head. Again, Plant is no pushover. He's a good fighter. Don't know if I like Benavidez lunging in with that jab. Because that's the same way Plant caught Darrell in his last fight. By lunging in. Tying up on the inside is Caleb Plant. Kenny Bayless breaks him up. Fighters in the middle of the ring. We reset. A right hook to the body by Caleb Plant. Ooh, exchange right there. Don't know who landed, though. Good jab by Caleb Plant. So I think I see the game plan already for Caleb Plant. He's going to try to, when he does get too close to Benavidez, he's gonna clinch. And not let Benavidez unleash those devastating combinations that he usually does. Good exchange there by both fighters. Good jab by Benavidez. Caleb Plant sensed that he was getting too close to the ropes, got off, and unloads 2 straight shots to the body. There's a left hook that just missed by Benavidez. I don't think that landed. Good movement. Good footwork by Caleb Plant, able to get off the ropes easily. Good jab by Caleb Plant. Plant's having some good moments. There it is, that footwork. So he's gonna, like I said before, he's gonna be chasing Plant all night. Good double right hooks to the body. Good straight right hand by David Benavidez. Ducked under a right hand by David Benavidez, and he landed his own straight right by Caleb Plant. And tying up. There we go. Controlling the pace of the fight. Everybody's booing, but this is the way Caleb Plant fights. He's not going to fall into the trap that most fighters fall into fighting David Benavidez, and that's fighting his fight. Got that left hand up. Good combination, body head by Caleb Plant. Benavidez is a good body puncher too, so keep that in mind. So he's gonna have to use it to slow Caleb Plant down. Round 2 over. I think we can all agree that Caleb Plant won that round. Controlled the pace of the fight, didn't let David unleash those devastating combinations. Good footwork, always good footwork with Caleb Plant. Let's see how long he can keep this up. I need to see how long he can keep this up. But he's fighting good right now. He's using his jab perfectly. I'm really surprised with the body attack. As for Benavidez, he had a better round, but he's still chasing a little bit too much. I'd like to see him cut off the ring and go to Caleb Plant's body. Honestly, you're the bigger guy. Don't let Caleb Plant clinch you. But honestly, good game plan for Caleb Plant right now. And I think that's Floyd Mayweather right there, tuning in. All right, round 3. Here we go. Ooh. Yeah, something is going on in the crowd. They're probably getting into it, as usual. A lot of bad blood in this fight. Come on, don't mess this up, guys. Everybody's paying attention to the fight. Let's not have another Meek Mill moment. Using that footwork, Caleb Plant. Benavidez just missed that left hand, though. Good straight right hand. Good left hand by David Benavidez. That kind of stumbled Caleb Plant a little bit. Again, Plant needs to be careful exchanging with David Benavidez. Ties up. Didn't let him tie up. Ooh, good left hand by Caleb Plant. It was the same left hand he landed on Anthony Durrell. He's looking for it, too. You see him? He's looking for it. He's looking for the same left hand that he hit Durrell with. Is he going to time him? If he's not careful, and he did just time him with it. I think Benavidez got clipped Caleb Plant, too, with his own left hand. A lot of action in this third round. And be careful not to get comfortable either. Because that's the game Benavidez plays. You think you got him, and then he'll unload something. Good combination by Caleb Plant. Gets right out of the way as soon as Benavidez unleashes those devastating combinations. Missed left hand. Wild left hand by Caleb Plant. Missed. Benavidez answers with a 2-punch combo. Good 2-punch combo by Caleb Plant using that footwork. Tying up on the inside is Caleb Plant. Caleb Plant has been the one initiating the action right now. Ooh, good jab by Dave Benavidez. Left hand by Dave Benavidez just missed. Ooh, good left hand by Caleb Plant. That wobbled David Benavidez for a moment. Good body shots. Good right hand by David Benavidez. Ducks under the right hand of Benavidez. Plant ties up. Is he using like a mummy? Is he using a mummy? Plant has deceptive power. Because if he hits you clean, you're most likely going to go down. Plant's on the ropes. Got to get off the ropes. Ties up Benavidez. Good jab to the body at the end of the round. Fighters nod at each other. That was a close round. I don't know who I'll give that round to. All right, it's close. I would think Plant won the round. I think he did a lot lot better with his combinations, but David is heating up. He caught him right there too. Nice up jab. I think I'm gonna give the third to Caleb Plant, but it's close. That round is close. That could be one of those swing rounds. So far, it's been a good game plan for Plant. Really don't like how he's exchanging with Benavidez, because eventually Benavidez will catch him. And when he does, will he be able to stand up to the power? Benavidez is warming up. So far, this 22-foot ring hasn't really made much of a difference. Looking for the uppercut to the body. Benavidez just missed. We are in round 4 of the scheduled 12. Good feint by Caleb Plant. Ooh, good combination. Double jab followed to a straight right to the body. Good jab to the body. Poking jab to the body. Another poking jab to the body by Caleb Plant. Ooh, good 2-punch combination by Caleb Plant. Sent David Benavidez back. But I see Benavidez, he's kind of looking to counter Caleb Plant. Plant starting to use that movement, making Benavidez miss. Doing a good job of cutting off the ring, and finally Caleb Plant ties up. Then again, can Plant keep this up for all 12 rounds? Good jab by David Benavidez. Ooh, wild shots by both fighters. Tying up is Caleb Plant again. Ooh, leading left hook by David Benavidez. You can see Plant kind of slowing down a little bit. Good jab by Caleb Plant. Body shot by Plant, and even though it was low. They're talking to each other too. Ooh, good combination to the body by Caleb Plant. Ooh, good double left hook by Benavidez. Still counts as a scoring shot, whether he gets hit flush or not. Game of wits right now. Fighters in the middle of the ring. Benavidez is still stalking Caleb Plant. Plant missing with 2 jabs. Who's getting the upper hand? Caesar. I think Benavidez is starting to get the upper hand as he just hit Caleb Plant with a good left hand. Plant's winning the fight so far, but I think Benavidez is starting to warm up and get the upper hand. 9 seconds left in the round. Caleb Plant gets a good combination off as soon as Kenny Bayless brings them back into the action. Good jab by Caleb Plant. Again, another close round. A very exciting round right now. I don't know who I give that round to. I got to give it to Plant then. You are welcome. Mario, you are welcome. I'm glad you guys are tuned into the stream. That was low by Caleb Plant. Make sure you guys hit that sub button and hit that notification bell so you get notified when I do more of these streams. Ooh, good counter left hook by Caleb Plant in that round. I didn't even see that. That's what Plant wants to do. He wants to land that left hook. He definitely is winning the fight. I feel like Benavidez is warming up, but Plant's definitely winning this fight. But it only takes 1 punch for Benavidez to completely change the outcome of this fight. And arguably, Plant was in control of the Canelo fight for a few rounds until Canelo started warming up, and he caught Plant with that one good punch, and it was all over. Ooh, he has Benavidez on the ropes. Here goes Caleb Plant, unleashing those combinations. But being careful as well. Good straight right hand to the body. Good jab to the body by Caleb Plant. Tying up on the ropes is Caleb Plant. Ooh, sweeping left hand by David Benavidez just missed. You can't really tell what stance Benavidez is in because it's like the way he's standing. So you don't know if he's orthodox or southpaw. Here comes a movement by Plant, making Benavidez miss. And here we go. Benavidez is waving him towards him. And Plant will definitely answer the call. Good jab by Caleb Plant. Good left hand by David Benavidez. No. Good two-punch combo by Caleb Plant. He's really putting the combination work on David Benavidez. I do agree with that. You can't trade with David Benavidez because he'll catch you. Tying up. But he's not going. David doesn't let him tie up. Good combination by Caleb Plant that ends with a left hook to the body. Ooh, good right hook by David Benavidez as he trapped Plant in the corner. Plant gets out of it. Ooh, that left hand just missed for Benavidez. And Plant doing a little bit of showboating right now. This fight is everything everybody expected. Bad blood all around, and they're taunting each other. Yeah, Plant is playing the mind games. Ooh, good defense by Caleb Plant, ducking over that left hand. Yeah. That's called boxing. And he is winning right now, but like I said, it's taking one punch. Yep. Look at the defense by Caleb Plant. It's the footwork. Good lunging combination by Caleb Plant. He is winning these rounds. And I can't believe I'm saying this. I thought David would be able to walk through Caleb Plant, but actually it's been the opposite. It's been Caleb Plant kind of backing down David Benavidez, kind of getting ahead on David Benavidez, initiating the action.
See what happens later in the fight.
Yeah, what's it, like the fifth round? Mm-hmm. It's like the fifth round, but I got Plant ahead. I don't think Benavidez has won a round yet. Although he did land those two left hooks, barely, just barely. I like how Plant's keeping that tight guard. He's always keeping that hand up. How long can Plant keep this up, though? Is his conditioning good enough to keep this up? Because I'm telling you, the same thing happened with Canelo Alvarez. The only difference is he's hidden David Benavidez with some good shots. It's clear David is frustrated because he can't land them big punches like that. He's not fighting somebody that's playing as much as I want him to win. Benavidez might have to win with a knockout to catch up on points, man. It's like I said, it's only the sixth round, so David could easily turn the fight around. It's just that Plant has a very good game plan and he's executing, and David hasn't adjusted yet. Because one, he's not cutting off the ring enough. He's chasing Caleb Plant. He's not cutting off the ring. And he's not going to the body either. That's weird. Because he usually goes to the body as well, Benavidez. Yeah. Ooh, good up jab by David Benavidez. And that caught Plant's attention. And Plant will tie up. There's the body shot. There's the body work by David Benavidez. Good defense by Caleb Plant, weaving out the way. Good combination by Caleb Plant. Another good shot to the body by Caleb Plant. The Plant is actually doing more of the body work. And he's not even a body puncher like that. We're seeing the technical side of boxing right now. Oh, no. Give me 1 second. Ooh, good left hook by Benavidez. We got 1 minute remaining in this 6th round. Ooh, good check. Left hook by David Benavidez. Tying up on the inside is Caleb Plant. A lot of elbows coming from David Benavidez as well. Ooh, good body shot by Caleb Plant. That was hard, too. Felt that. The defense by Caleb Plant. There's a good right hand by David Benavidez, though. It's like David's chasing him. Ooh, good left right hand by David Benavidez. That caught the attention of Caleb Plant as he holds on. 7 seconds remaining in the round. Kenny Bayless will break him up. And time. So, the 6th round. I'm actually going to give that round to Benavidez. I think Benavidez won that round. He's frustrated him, but I think Benavidez won that round. I thought he landed some pretty good shots. Again, it was a close round. It could be another swing round. The judges could see it as another round for Plant. That was a quick 30 seconds, wasn't it? Round 7. Here we go. David's starting to warm up a little bit. Ooh, good combination by Caleb Plant. Hard combination. Left, right. It's Herb Dean's fault somehow. Oh, man. Good old Herb Dean joke. That's not what David Benavidez needs to be doing, loading up on body shots like that. If he's going to go to the body, it has to be natural. It has to come within the flow of his combinations. Ooh, good right hand by Caleb Plant on the break. And then Benavidez caught him with a right hand on the break. I think Plant is flat-footed, too. I think he might be hurt. He just smacked his hand away. Well, unfortunately, David didn't get that stoppage before the 6th round. Good body shot. But, ooh, Caleb Plant answered with a counter. Right hand over the top. Good jab by David Benavidez. Poking jab to the body by Caleb Plant. Starting to use that footwork now as Plant getting on that bicycle. There's a left hand by David Benavidez and then a right hand. He just stumbled Caleb Plant. Plant holding on. Kenny Bayless trying to break him up. And he finally will. Body shot by Caleb Plant. Left hook to the body and then another left hook to the body. So this is a good round for Benavidez, but a straight right hand to the body by Caleb Plant. Back and forth round so far. Oh, good straight left hand by Caleb Plant. Sent Benavidez back into the ropes. Good right hand by Caleb Plant. Yeah. It's deceptive, though. He doesn't get a lot of knockouts, but it's deceptive power for Caleb Plant. Good combination by Caleb Plant. Last few seconds of the round. And that is the end of round 7. I got to give that round to Plant. I think he made Benavidez miss. We're going into the back half of the fight. It's getting tight for David because he's only won one round on my scorecard so far, and that was a 6, and that could have went to Caleb Plant easily. I think David is looking for that one shot, and he can't find that one shot. And it's frustrating him. Plant's power has been a factor in this fight too. There's been multiple times where he sent Benavidez back to the ropes. There has been times where Benavidez has caught Caleb Plant as well, and he's held on. So we're going into the 8th round, and this fight has been a good one. I think Plant is winning, but you never know. See, that's what I think he needs to start doing, using that head movement, Benavidez. You need to start using that jab, more head movement. Good left hook by Caleb Plant. Ducks under the right hook. The left hook of David Benavidez. It's very close. I think Plant is winning. Ooh, good jab. It's like an up jab by David Benavidez. Just that marauding style is not a good matchup for Caleb Plant's, boxing technical style like that. Left hook by Benavidez. Ooh. Plant trying to tie up. Their hands are free, and David Benavidez just caught Caleb Plant with a right hand, and Plant is hurt. I think that eye is bothering Caleb Plant now. Good body shot by David Benavidez. Good right hand by David Benavidez. And Plant starting to wear down. You got to keep him up, though. Ooh, good straight right hand by David Benavidez. Benavidez is angry, getting angry. Plant is getting ready to go down. Plant is hurt. I would like to read your comment, but it's getting close now. Plant is starting to tire. Oh no. Plant sounds like he's winning by points. He is. One second. Dang it, man. Good left hook by David Benavidez. His nose is bleeding too. Caleb Plant is in trouble in the 8th round. Plant's hurt. He's definitely hurt. And it's starting. Plant is starting to slow. I said that, didn't I? That 8th round definitely went to David Benavidez. Stunning shots. This fight could definitely be over in the next round. And here's that big left hook. Plant getting tired too. So I did say, could he keep that up for all 12 rounds? Yeah, right hook by David Benavidez. That's what changed the tone of the fight. That's when you knew Caleb was hurt. It's close. Could David Benavidez finish the fight? There's a cut over Caleb Plant's right eye, too. Left hook. Oh, and a low blow by Caleb Plant. And that's a stoppage right now.
You can take a point. I think it was inadvertent.
It's inadvertent. Yeah, of course. Kenny warning him. He's warning him. A lot of blood streaming from his ear, too. Good left hook by Caleb Plant. Another good left hook to the body by Caleb Plant. Leading left hook. An exchange by both fighters. Tying up. Kenny Benavidez will break him up. Good left hook to the body by Caleb Plant. Combinations by Caleb Plant. Rooting for Plant. He better fight. It's definitely a fight, Nicole. Plant is giving it his all right now. Thank you for tuning in to the stream. Benavidez is not stopping though. He's still going forward as he unleashes a good right hand on Caleb Plant. Yeah, he's starting to cut off the ring. He's walking down Caleb Plant. Good straight right hand by David Benavidez. A left hand to the body, a right hand to the head by David Benavidez. Another left hand to the head by David Benavidez. Combination by Caleb Plant was mostly blocked. A straight a right hand to the body as David Benavidez is showboating. He's tired, so he can't stick and move like he used to. So he's gonna have to fight or hold. Good body shot by Caleb Plant. Good body shots have been a theme for Caleb Plant right now. Good jab, but their face is swelling up too. It's bloody, but they can't stop this fight. Ooh, that huge uppercut just missed. Good uppercut to the body. Good left hand to the head by David Benavidez. They exchange. They're in a phone booth. 34 seconds remaining in the 9th round. Benavidez starting to win some of these later rounds.
He survived his rank. He catch his second.
Yeah. It's getting interesting, but his face is like, his nose is busted up. This is the 9th round so far. Caesar, this is the 9th round, and it's a close fight. You can see Benavidez starting to break down Caleb Plant with a left hand. I got David Benavidez winning that 9th round. The momentum of the fight is changing. He's walking down Caleb Plant. Plant's getting tired, like I thought he would, because you can't try to keep up that style for 12 rounds. And the mauling, marauding style of David Benavidez is starting to take its toll. The constant aggression. How many more? Yep, we're going into the championship rounds. 10, 11, 12. This will be the most important rounds of the fight. How much more can Caleb Plant take? Can David Benavidez put down Caleb Plant in these next few rounds? We'll see, but we're going into the most crucial rounds of the fight. Whoever wins these next 3 rounds could possibly win the fight. I got an 87-84 Plant on my scorecard. Good combination to start off the round by Caleb Plant. Body shot by Caleb Plant. I see David's keeping that peekaboo defense up, so Plant is definitely targeting that body like he did right there with a left hook. Ooh. Good 2-punch combination by Caleb Plant. Again, not a lot of power on these shots, but they're scoring. Ooh, good straight right hand by David Benavidez. I don't know if I agree with that. Ooh, good left uppercut by David Benavidez, and he has Caleb Plant retreating. He has him hurt. Plant is tying up. And he's mauling Caleb Plant, not letting him hold. Plant is hurt. He's definitely hurt. A lot of holding right now for Caleb. How much more can Caleb Plant take? Good uppercut by David Benavidez. Oh, two thudding left, right hands. Plant is hurt. Good right hand by David Benavidez. Stuns Caleb Plant. Oh, I thought he was getting ready to stop the fight. Did you? They're fighting head to head now. Good body shot by David Benavidez.
He's gonna go down.
Yep. Now Plant throws some punches, but they're arm punches. Yeah, Plant is wearing down. The boxing
Tired.
Yeah.
That's when you get knocked out. When you get tired.
The boxing commentator sounds like Rogan.
That's when they get knocked out. When you get tired.
He's taking a lot of punishment in this round. Clubbing right hand by David Benavidez. They might stop this fight.
Because he ain't fighting back. He just holding.
Yeah. Plant is tired. Plant is hurt. He just missed that left hook. 10 seconds remaining. And David Benavidez has just won the 10th round. And all of a sudden, the fight is really, really close now. You think the corner stops this fight? They might. He took a lot of punishment in that round.
Yeah, he probably telling me he don't see no action. He gonna stop it. He was a good attack right there.
Tank in the background. Look at his face. He's like, ooh, 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 yeah, he getting ready to go. Tank's face. He's like,
Knock him out.
he's like, oh, he getting ready to go. Yeah, Plant might be out.
Yeah, because he's tired.
I think the corner might stop it.
That's when you get knocked out when you get tired like that. You're taking too much of the lead.
The corner won't stop it. We got 2 rounds left. The 11th and 12th.
That's when you get knocked out.
Yeah. Plant standing straight up. He never stands straight up. Good left hook by Caleb Plant. Good right hand by Caleb Plant. That was blocked. Another good right hand. Woo. Good right hand over the top by David Benavidez. Benavidez just missed that left hand. Up jab by David Benavidez missed. Starting to hold. An exchange. Oh, good clubbing right hand by David Benavidez. Ooh, good left hand by David Benavidez.
He getting ready to go. He holding on for life now. His leg is wobbling.
Yeah, it's from the sound of it, it sounds like the gas tank is running out. Yes, it is, Caesar. Yeah, his leg is wobbly and he's tired. He's holding on a lot more than he was early in the fight, and David Benavidez is not letting him hold. He's breaking down.
I don't know how he's standing up. You know, he can him with some shots.
Yeah, it's the toughness of Caleb Plant on display. Good body shot by Caleb Plant. Double jab by David Benavidez. Clubbing right hand by David Benavidez. Another jab by David Benavidez. Another clubbing right hand. Oh, good body shots by David Benavidez. Up jab by David Benavidez. Oh, good left hand by David Benavidez.
He ran out of gas.
The gas tank is empty. He's just standing still, taking a lot of punches. Oh, man, the punishment. Plant is holding. He's just teeing off, yeah.
All right, he gonna stop
Oh, yeah. Bayless might stop it. He's taking a close look. Yeah. No, Bayless will break him up. Ooh, good. Left hand by David Benavidez. Now it's just become target practice. And I did say before the fight started that, oh, good counter left hand by David Benavidez. And he's still standing. Wow, what a round. David Benavidez won that round. We got one more round. What will happen? They can't stop this fight now. It's one more round. It's on my scorecard is 105, 103, Caleb Plant. But, oh, I'm sorry. Wait, let me upgrade. Let me see. One more. No, 105, 104, Caleb Plant. But it's definitely close. I think the fight is swinging more towards David Benavidez, and I think the judges are seeing that. So either way, I think both men will probably want to go for a knockout. Oh, good left hook. I don't even know how he's standing after that. The guy is running off fumes at this point. We're in the last round. And they touch gloves, so that's respect right there. You can't be holding because David will catch him while he's holding. Combinations by Caleb Plant. Good body shot by Caleb Plant. Good jab. Left hook by David Benavidez, but Plant took it strong. Yeah, I don't know if I agree with that scorecard. Ooh, hit him in the back of the head. It's the last round. I think the only chance Plant has to knock him out would be to catch David as soon as he's throwing. We've got 1 minute 30 remaining in the 12th round. Oh, he's looking for that left hook. It just missed. Plant gets caught with the right hand. Yeah, that's the only chance he got to knock him out. See, I have Plant winning on my scorecard. I thought the fight was closer than that. So all the rounds I gave Benavidez was the first, the second, the third, the fourth, the fifth, and the seventh. Every other round, the 6th, the 8th, the 9th, the 10th, and the 11th have been Benavidez. Yeah. Starting to bleed again, too. Good jab by David Benavidez. Good uppercut by David Benavidez. A lot of headbutts too, so that could be a reason why the cut is so large.
Yeah, but look at Benavidez's face and look at his face.
All right, 18 seconds remaining. Plant unleashing his combinations, emptying the tank. Ooh, good shots by both fighters.
Woo!
Plant's hurt, and the fight is over. What a fight. I don't know. Maybe my scorecard is wrong, but I gave Plant the first 5 rounds. After round 6, that's when it got murky. So on my scorecard, it's 114, 114.
I don't think it's gonna be no. I think Benavidez is.
I think they need to run this bet.
Man is the more powerful shot.
Yeah. But do you give him the first 5 rounds? I don't
I
know.
said from the 7th round on.
Yeah.
7th round on, he turned it on.
So I have it 114, 114. Because I gave Benavidez every round after the 7th. He won the 6th round. I thought he lost the 7th round, but that could have been a swing round. But every other round, somebody, thank you, Caesar just said it might be a draw. It could be a draw. And if he did, I don't think this is a unanimous decision either. I think this might be either majority decision. The last round from
Probably be a split decision.
exactly the last round from 7 up was Benavidez. Every other round before that, I don't know. They're going to have to run it back. There's going to have to be a 2 of this. I agree with Caesar.
That's his brother, right?
Yeah.
The one that Tank knocked out.
No. Remember Terrence Crawford knocked him out?
No, Terrence Crawford.
Yeah. Well, that was entertaining. That was everything everybody expected it to be. That's what big fights are supposed to be.
Who's the older brother?
I think David, right? Or no, I think Jose is actually.
There's the older brother.
Yeah.
That's the one Terrence Crawford.
Yeah. Ooh.
Oh, they call it
Unanimous decision.
Wow. I thought it was going to be a split decision. Unanimous?
Oof.
I don't agree with that.
116, 112.
No. They don't get Benavidez one.
117, 111. Yo, that is not that.
Nah, that's
That is too vast.
Nah, I thought it was more of a split decision.
117, 111. That means they only gave Caleb Plant 2 rounds.
Yeah, I don't agree with that. He won the first
He won the
6
fight,
rounds.
but
He won the first 6 rounds of this fight. The last 6 rounds, Benavidez.
there's no way he won that many rounds.
Nah.
116, 112, 117, 111.
Nah.
I understood the 115, 113, but that's nowhere
I don't
near.
agree with it being unanimous.
Yeah.
I don't agree with that. The judges said.
Yeah. They screwed up a fight earlier between Colbert and
Nice.
yeah. Still, David Benavidez is the winner by unanimous decision. There's no way. Somebody had scored 103, 106 Plant. Judges might be smoking something good. I agree. 117, 112. I see a 115, 113 Benavidez. I see a 115, 114 Plant. A 115, 112 Benavidez. Wow, man, that is. Wow. I don't know how you can see that as a unanimous decision. 117, 111. That is a vast scorecard.
I agree with Caesar.
That means Caleb Plant only won 3 rounds, and that means somebody gave David Benavidez a draw in that round. Steve Weisfeld. 1-7, the most experienced judge on the team, and he scored it 117, 111. Yeah.
So I'm not gonna talk shit.
Well, you can't do nothing but respect. He got in the ring with you. Y'all had a great fight. I think it was closer than what they scored it, but you know. I think he won, but yeah. Well, I thought it was a draw.
I didn't think it wasn't a draw.
Well, my thing is, here's the thing. Anything before 6, anything before 7.
Yeah, he won those rounds, but he didn't dominate those rounds. He dominated the second half of that fight.
I know, but this is what my scorecard looks like. I gave Caleb Plant the 7.
No, he didn't win that second.
I thought he did.
Because Benavidez won last. From the 7th round on, he won all of them rounds.
Okay, but then you give him the 6. It was still.
He dominated.
If you give him the 6th round, then you still have a draw on your hands. There's no way that the scorecard is that vast. Mm-hmm. I want to see where David Benavidez goes from here. Maybe they run it back. But I doubt it after unanimous decision like that. Like I said, I had it a draw at the least. He won by split decision, at the least. Now we need to start talking about some future matchups for David Benavidez. Of course, we have the Jermall Charlo. Of course, we have Canelo Alvarez and Demetrius Andrade. He underestimated Plant, and Plant needs to up the gas tank. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I think Plant tired in the later rounds, and I think he gassed out completely. I still don't believe the scorecards were that vast, but you know, Plant fought well. David fought well. David really dominated the second half of that fight and past the 7th round. So I don't know where he goes from here. I think I would like to see a fight with Jermall Charlo or a guy like Demetrius Andrade, because those guys have some good power to them, and they'll be able to rival David's power. I think Charlo would be the most likely matchup, and that's going to be a good fight if it gets made. But overall, David Benavidez was still the champion. So I think it was a pretty good fight. It definitely lived up to expectations. I thought it was closer than it was actually ruled. But that brings an end to one of the bigger super fights of the year. So, what are we looking at for the boxing schedule soon, if I take a look? Now, there's a fight, obviously, with Canelo Alvarez if Canelo gets past, when he gets past John Ryder, when he gets past John Ryder. I think a fight with Canelo Alvarez would be good. Hold on, because I'm getting ready to read the schedule real quick. I don't want to say it, but it looks like Plant might just be an amazing gatekeeper, hoping I'm wrong. I mean, I don't think, like, Plant still has a lot left in him. I don't think he's a gatekeeper at this point, not yet. Because this fight was close, and he still proves that he can fight with the best. But it's just his gas tank is definitely questionable. I don't know where Plant goes from here either. Like I said, we'll see with Caleb what he decides to do. I don't know if he's gonna move up or anything like that. But we'll see. This fight was definitely took a lot out of him. So as I read the schedule, let's see. I gotta get to my schedule real quick. I'm hoping I'm wrong, but Plant does got it. He needs that push. Yeah, I think he does. I think the lack of power, if he had better conditioning, I think it would make up for his lack of true power like that. Again, it's deceptive, but it's not like, oh my God, he hit me, I'm gonna go down. So for the big fights of the year, we have the return of Anthony Joshua on April 1st. Shakur Stevenson will be fighting on the 8th of April. Jesse Bam Rodriguez will fight for a vacant WBO flyweight title on the 8th as well. Sebastian Fundora will be back in action against Brian Mendoza on the same date. Of course, we have the biggest fight of the year between Gervonta Tank Davis and Ryan Garcia on April 22nd. Canelo John Ryder on May 6th. Katie Taylor will be back in action on May 20th. Josh Taylor will be fighting Teofimo Lopez on June 10th. And I think Carlos Adames will be fighting Julian Williams. So some good fights coming up. And we have, of course, I forgot to mention Virgil Ortiz versus Elmades Stanionis on the 29th of April. So we have some good fights coming up. We're going to have to wait a couple weeks for Tank Ryan Garcia. That will be the next fight I stream. I'm subscribing to you, dude. Thanks for the commentary, man. I appreciate it, man. Thanks for tuning into the stream. I appreciate all the support. And I'm glad you enjoyed it. And I'll be doing more of these streams in the future, especially for that Tank fight. So look out for that in the coming weeks. But I'm going to get up out of here. So thank you guys for watching. If you enjoyed the stream, please consider subscribing to the channel and liking the stream as it helps the channel grow. Hit that notification bell so you get notified every time I drop one of these boxing streams. Follow me on social media, and have a good night. I'm out. Peace.